stretching with the wide angle lens, like she's almost about to snap, you know? Wow. And it's like she's destroyed her persona. You've been asking for it. Today we're doing Sparkle Trailer from Honkai Star Rail. I was gone for a couple weeks on a trip to Japan, and I'm finally back. What better way to start? If you've been enjoying our time together, please consider watching some of my other videos we've covered on this channel. Alright, Star Rail Lore Masters, join me. Really nice opening shot. Lovely opening. Yeah, I really like what's going on here already. So beautiful, beautiful sort of lackadaisical feeling with the whistling. Looking through the glass. See, it makes me think this is personality related because it's Sparkle. We loved her other video. The sound design here is really nicely done, and it sort of combines with that lackadaisical whistling, which is really interesting, right? Because it's like, okay, we have whistling, we have a gun firing. It's a violent act. And she's like skipping along to this proverbial bullet that was fired, which is probably going to represent something else. Love it. Yeah. Glorious wide angle shot there. Yeah. It was really... This inversion going on. Again, the cup distorting the image. Then we have the inversion. As she converges on the camera, it flips upside down, and it's almost like a different perspective. Yeah. Following this bullet. And there's the imagery of the bullet.
There's only one bullet.
And they've been shot.
Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker.
Masked fools. She's wagering the life of a faker. So what's that gonna mean? We'll see. But yeah, I mean, the coloration is amazing here. This is a red, passionate color being put up against this other stuff. And look at this. Crazy. Even though she's insane, there's this moment of fear still when she pulls the trigger. Look at this choreography though.
Looks like someone's in my way.
Beautiful, sort of circling, sticking with the imagery of the circular bullet. And then we spin and we throw the gun up. Very beautifully done choreography and sort of camera movement, being motivated by all these subjects. And this point, it's the firearm is the subject.
So what? Let me tell you what
Wow.
foolishness is. Pretending to be smart like you do.
What I love about this is there's a feeling of tension building that they're creating with the bullets going off. And of course, there's only so many chambers. We know something's gonna happen when it gets to that bullet. So they're building this great tension while she's like fighting other people and is kind of unconcerned with it.
Pretending to be smart like you do.
So let's enjoy this next part.
What is a fool?
What is a man?
Knowing when to act clean.
Yeah, look at this wide angle lens. Like her foot's bigger than her head. It's completely distorted and stretched out, which gives a feeling of, unhinged. Something's wrong with this person. Something's wrong with their personality and their being. It's a really cool effect.
Like I do.
Yeah, and they're using like something. We're looking at maybe even like a 20mm lens to get that much distortion on the leg going towards the camera. It's like something looks super wrong. And you catch that even subconsciously, right? It's like something's stretched here. It's like she's almost stretching so much she's going to break. It's really cool. And I think that's intentional, right? So if we watch it, look how it stretches out too. She's stretching with the wide angle lens like she's almost about to snap, Awesome.
Do you get it now?
All right, what's going to happen?
Is elation.
The tension's building. This is it.
Me. I am elation.
Wow. The music, it's like a heartbeat, and then they show the heart imagery, and it's like she's destroyed her persona, which is allowing her to kind of unleash her inner self that was locked away. There's a mask, yeah. So she's dancing on the mask. Faceless body. Oh, glorious imagery. Yeah, I didn't want to pause through that section. It was too amazing. And that's the logo. And look at this. Just lifeless bodies of her other personalities. It looks like her personas being served up at the table. Disturbing.
Were you scared just now?
Wow. Yeah, that was really amazing. definitely one of the best they've done. I put it right up there with the Kafka. Let's break down a little bit more. Let's go into the shots. I have a few more thoughts I want to share. I mean, let me know what you guys think. What do you think, Kafka or this is better? Like I said, if you're enjoying our time together, make sure to subscribe. Hop in our Discord as well. Really, really great. I think there's so much to talk about here. This first image, you know, this distortion through looking through the glass. And if you notice, it's actually her glove. It's the right hand, which she also has here, gloved. She's destroying herself. And there's this like DNA strand imagery of this bullet going through. It's so cool. And again, I just love the contrast of the whistling. It's very happy. It's very carefree. It's clearly not the case for whatever situation she's in. Yeah. Again, from the color standpoint, it's awesome. We have this very, you know, gloomily lit night city, though it has a lot of color. You'll notice there's not a lot of saturation in these signs, right? They're almost still blue, like the background. See, there's a lot of blues and purples here in the background. We do have some yellows popping out a little bit, but look at the colors of this, which they chose to increase the saturation to really make that pop, which I thought that was nice. And just a beautiful, beautiful image here. It's a great painting as far as a compositional standpoint. She's kind of dragging the camera forward as it tracks with her. I really like this shot. Super abstract. It's just that wide of an angle that, believe it or not, she is standing right here. She's not falling yet, but because it's such a wide angle lens, even in like the 15 millimeter territory, it looks like she's stretched out. And then when she does fall, you'll see her fall right into the camera, which is cool. Love this shot. Are there bodies in the first part? Let's take a look. I don't think there is. Yeah, I like that there's not bodies on the ground, and then it's sort of like the inversion happens, and it's like, oh no, right? Again, happily skipping along. There's bodies. What a contrast, right? So again, for the lore masters, all I know about Sparkle from the other trailers is that she's clearly like a performer. She's like kind of an idol. And then she slowly starts to snap, and the mask almost becomes a human face from the fox. I thought that was really cool. And then here we're getting a lot of similar imagery. And then we have her again kind of destroying her calmer, more metered personality.
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager?
And it's interesting because she's been destroying these other personalities, which are very normal. And there's this final version of herself that's like, let's play. You know, it's really crazy. So it's cool. And that's when that tension starts building. Again, it's like, there's only one bullet left. Oh no. What's going to happen if that one takes a hit? Right?
Faker.
Life of a faker. So interesting.
Looks like someone's in my way.
Yeah. Really, really cool.
Let me tell you what foolishness is.
Almost like she's disappointed. Like, what is this not working? Crazed mindset, right?
Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what?
I really like that leg sweep. Let me look at that again.
Like you do.
Lands on the enemy, and look at this. There's this cool, like, you know, drag that's happening off the eyes. And again, we talked about it before. There's this imagery on the iris of an X. There's been a lot of talk about this in Genshin and other stuff. Like Arlecchino has this in Genshin and stuff. There's been a lot of talk in the lore masters in the comments because I constantly ask about it, what exactly it means. And I'm curious if like every version of herself has these eyes. But I love this image. It's so cool. Again, kind of emphasizing the crazed nature of what she's doing. Really satisfying. Then we go into the leg sweep, which is really cool, and the camera moves with it. But it's really, really nice camera movement. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Aaliyah brought me an English muffin. She's the best. All right. Now.
What is a fool?
Yeah, we get the speed ramp there, which slows down. And then again, this wide angle is so stretched out, right? Even if you're not, you know, concerning yourself with, you know, focal length and all that stuff, you can see something's really weird about this image, right? And that's what I like about it. Subconsciously, it still works. And look at the images in the background. This could be the bullet. This could be like rolling the dice, gambling with that bullet. And look at these insane faces of happiness.
Like I do. Do you get it now?
And then it's like, wait, now she has the gun, and then the calm one is resisting. Like, it's back and forth. Now I want to see what some of these images are. Really, really. Oh no, it's quite dark. Oh god, yeah.
Now?
It's quite disturbing. She's like, this one's really scary.
What
Ay, ay, ay.
is elation?
What is elation? And you see, she tries to pull away. Ugh.
Me.
Unbelievable. And I want to talk about the sound design and the music sort of release on here with a tension builder. And then
Me. I am elation.
and then it's just unbelievably edited segment. It's really well done. I am elation. You know, just kind of almost like taking ownership of her persona or whatever's going on here. But to me, it's almost like sort of the philosophy of, you know, having to destroy yourself. Because we have to ask ourselves, it's very extreme imagery. It's quite dark. We have to ask ourselves, what is it representing? And I think it's sort of the philosophy of destroying a version of yourself that may be limiting you, holding you back. In her case, the version of herself which has to perform all the time. She calls it the life of a faker. So if that's the life of a faker, what's her real self? And I think what's happening is she's struggling and she's wrestling with, what is my real self? If I'm faking all day as an actor, as an idol, as a separate personality, because that's not me, what is the real me now? Because that's kind of my life now. What happens if I destroy the normal me and I want to be this idol, but that's a fake life. That's a fake personality. So who am I? Really cool questions, right? Really cool questions. Who are you? Like right? Even in a YouTuber's case, who are you when you turn off the camera? Like I think I'm pretty much exactly the same when I turn off the camera, but you know, I'm probably putting on a little bit more of you know, trying to speak a little bit clearer for you guys so you can understand me, not mumble and everything. So to make this a fake personality, right? It's cool questions. I like how they're exploring that. Yeah, it's fascinating stuff. I just met a bunch of you guys at PAX East, so you have to tell me, if you guys met me at PAX East, how similar am I when I'm not on camera? Yeah. I love this too, and this is going to be a question for the lore masters. I love this whole section. It gives the feeling of a kaleidoscope, right? It's really, really cool. And you have this. Let's just go through it frame by frame. Like this becomes an eye as it gets really closer, right? With like sort of the symbol that I think she wears on herself as the pupil, which is then the tattoo on her back. Insanity. Absolute insanity. It's like a kaleidoscope which is like imploding, and there's the fox mask on the outside of that imagery, and then this is her, and it's in the shape of a heart on this, you know, string formation. I love it. It's so cool. And this is almost like, is it the blood? Is it her personality, you know, drifting away? So it's so cool from an imagery standpoint. Now this is the question where I need the lore masters. It's her morphing into this other character who we covered in a trailer, who then morphs into this lovely character who we also covered in a trailer. Like, it's insanity, right? Like, what's the significance of her and then coming back to herself? I love that shot. This might be one of my favorite shots in it. And the reason I'm going so slow is there's so much to talk about. It's like so condensed. The feeling of being kind of like, you know, is she being imprisoned? What's going on here? You know? So cool. Claustrophobic feeling, that shot. That's a great shot too. Let's look at this. Yeah. And again, look at her eye. Her pupil keeps changing. What does it mean from a lore standpoint? I love this shot. It's so cool. Oh, we have a reference to, it seems to be almost a reference to Salvador Dali here with the, if that is a clock, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's meant to be, unclear. Sort of melting imagery, very Dali. I love that. And of course we have this mask, which is being danced on. So it can take it a couple different ways. It's in the one way you can look at it as like not really taking yourself seriously, not really taking the mask's persona seriously, but also you can look at it as sort of dancing on the corpse of your enemy, right? She's dancing on it, she's having a good time because she's destroyed that. So let me know what you guys think it represents, but I think that's more what I'm leaning toward. I love that. Yeah, this whole thing, it's very Salvador Dali. And there you go. And there's the kaleidoscope imagery again, and then we cut to this. And again, what does this feast of self mean at the end? It's really creepy. It's really unnerving. And there's a gun on the food. Yeah. Really, really unhinged. Really creepy. There's like herself wrestling herself on the table. It's really crazy stuff. So I absolutely love this. I would put it right up there with the Kafka trailer. I think it's really well done. I'm very impressed with what they've done here, and I give it a very high mark. Yeah, I would say this and Kafka, and then the animated shorts, man. The animated shorts. I want to know if any more animated shorts came out because I love those from Sara. Like I said, I've been gone a couple weeks. I had prepared pre-uploads before I left that released. That's the only reason I've still been posting. So I got to catch up. With that in mind, you guys let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover that I missed in these last couple weeks. But I'll be back tonight with World of Warcraft stream. Catch up with you guys, catch up with the Philidari, and just have a good time. We got a lot of funny stories from Japan as well. But thank you everybody for being here. It's so nice to be back, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, subscribe and join our Discord if you're new. I'll catch you next time.